Okay, so I just wanted to come on here and give you guys some great information. I've told my inner circle about this, but now it's time for me to tell you all. You guys can save your music careers, whether you're a producer, singer, songwriter, artist, with one of these EDIL loans. Now, a lot of you don't believe that just because you're an artist that you're actual business. Anytime that you make money or spend money, you are a business technically in this country. Now, the only thing this country wants you to do is file taxes on those things. So there's an eligibility up to $2 million. Now, a lot of independent artists, especially producers and songwriters, we're not making that much money. But that's the difference between signing to a label and being an independent artist. Is that when you're an independent artist and you have to fund your own career, you can write that money off. You make money. You are technically supposed to file that as taxes as an independent contractor. Now, being an independent contractor, whether you have an LLC or you're an independent contractor, you are eligible for one of these EDIL loans and these disaster loans that the government still has billions of dollars allocated to. So, for example, if you made $50,000 and like last year off your music, right? You're eligible up to $100,000 of operational capital. Now, this is amazing because now we can keep our careers going. We can now buy equipment. We can buy everything that we can need. We can settle operational expenses like advertising, marketing, whether we're buying things, anything that has to do in direct proportion with our careers, we can use these loans for. And the best part about it is they changed around a bunch of rules that now you don't have to start, you could defer, or you don't have to start making payments for 2 years. It's a simple 3.75 interest loan for 30 years. It works a lot like a mortgage. Now, the best thing about it is with it being your career, whatever you do as a creative, you don't have to start paying back for 2 years, right? Which is amazing. So I've been putting all of my friends over there. Look, go to the SBA.gov and go fill out the loan application. Make sure that you get with your CPA or you're an accountant and make sure you file your taxes because they are going to request those transcripts. So once they request those transcripts, once you do the loan application and they look for your transcript or they request your transcripts via the 4506T form, then you will be eligible. And then if you've seen a 30 to 50% reduction and you're in what we call a lower income community, there's still eligibility for you to get up to $15,000 free as a grant on top of the loan. So there's a lot of dope programs that musicians and creatives can still take advantage of. And not just creatives. If you're a manager and you have an LLC for your management company, or you're a promoter, or you do anything fly in music. If you're creative and you make money, you spend money, you're probably eligible for these programs. But on the downside is if you are signed to a label, you're technically an employee. So you will not be eligible unless you partnered with your label or if you partner with a label or a publishing company with your own entity. That's the only way that you will be eligible. That's why when this whole pandemic happened, labels were getting all the emergency funding and all of the artists were starving, having to sell their property. Did you notice how people like some of the biggest major artists were selling their publishing, selling their masters because they needed to survive because they didn't have shows to fall back on. So you guys make sure you go to SBA.gov to check out the programs. If you've made money in music, make sure to get with the CPA, go back, file your taxes, make sure you pay the government if you owe them, use those transcripts, and then go and apply for these loans. Use that operational capital to save your career. Now, people are not telling you this. Not even labels, nobody's telling you this. So take the initiative to go to SBA.gov and see if you're eligible for the grant. Because if you have had a 30% reduction and a 50% reduction, you could be eligible for up to $15,000 on top of whatever you get from, the disaster loans. And also they've changed the program because, they've been a little bit slow on the process of getting people approved. So now they're ramping up their system. They're adding more people, so people are getting more approved faster than ever. Take your transcripts, go and fund your career. Save your company. Save your business. Save your music career. Singers, songwriters, producers, rappers, artists, whatever you are, managers, label executives, if you make money from this, go over to SBA.gov and check them out. So it's Fedarro. I hope you found this advice helpful. If you know an artist that needs help or any creative that could use this information, don't be afraid to share this with them. So it's your boy Fedarro. Holla.